In this lesson, I will show you another extrusion tool. This tool is called Revolved Boss-Base. With this tool, you can revolve a 2D profile about an axis. In the open document, I have already created a 2D profile. I will activate the Revolved Boss-Base tool from the Features ribbon. I will select the 2D profile and notice that the Property Manager palette activates automatically. The line of the sketch that I selected was added in the axis of revolution field automatically. Since this is not the axis of revolution, I will select it and I will press Delete. Now I will select the horizontal line that I want to be the axis of revolution, and then I will activate the Selected Contours field. Now all I have to do is click in the inner region of the 2D profile. The selected region was added in the Selected Contours field automatically. Furthermore, a preview appeared. In case the Thin Feature option is active, I will deactivate it since in this example I do not want to create a hollow object. Back to the Property Manager palette, I will go to the Direction 1 area and I will set the blind option in the End Condition list. The options that can be seen in this list have been explained in previous lessons. So in this lesson, I won't elaborate on them. Right below, there is the Angle 1 field. In this field, I can specify the angle of revolution. If I set the number 360 in the Angle 1 field, then the profile will make a full revolution around the axis I selected. In this example, I will change the angle to 120 degrees. Now, if you look at the preview, you can see how the solid will be created. Next to the blind option, there is the reverse direction icon. If I click on it, then the extrusion changes direction. Now, if I activate the Direction 2 option, I can extrude the profile in both directions. From the Angle 2 field, I can specify the angle of revolution in the second direction. For example, I will type the number 40 in this field and press Enter. Notice that in the first direction the profile is extruded 120 degrees and in the other direction it is extruded 40 degrees. However, I will deactivate the Direction 2 option and I will reset the Angle 1 to 360. At this point, I should mention that the selection of the axis of the revolution plays a major role in the final result. To understand better what I mean, I will activate the axis of revolution field again, and this time I will select the bottom side of the profile. Now that I changed the axis of revolution, the preview changed too. Notice that the solid that will be created will not have a hole in its center. Now I will change the axis of revolution again, and this time I will select the right side of the 2D profile. The preview changes automatically, and notice that this time a completely different solid object will be created. At this point, I should mention that when you select the axis of revolution, you should be careful because some of the profile lines cannot be used as an axis of revolution. In case you select one of those lines and Solidworks cannot complete the revolution, then the solid object won't be created. Now I will reset the axis of revolution in the one I selected at the beginning and I will click on the check mark to create the object. The solid object is created. Now we'll undo this extrusion to show you how you can create a hollow solid instead. I will activate the Revolved Boss-Base tool again and I will select the same axis of revolution. With the blind option selected, I will set the angle of revolution to 110 degrees. Next, I will click on the reverse direction icon to change the direction of the extrusion. Now we'll activate the Thin Feature option in order to create a hollow solid. In the Thickness 1 field, I will type the number 2 and press Enter. Then I will click on the check mark to create the solid. Notice how different is the solid that I created this time. Before we finish the lesson, I should mention that the Thin Feature option will not appear again when you edit this solid. That means that you cannot deactivate the Thin Feature option once you have created a solid. So this is how you create solids using the Revolved Boss-Base tool. Now you can create your own solids using this tool.